Hey everybody, welcome back to James Plays Final Fantasy V so you don't have to. On our last episode, our first inaugural episode, we were introduced to our four main characters, Bartz, Ferris, Lenna, and Golf. Golf is a kind of pervy amnesiac. Ferris is a pirate, Lenna is a princess, and Bartz just has a goofy name and has a best friend that's a Kokobo. We traveled to the Wind Shrine to try and find Lena's father, and we had found that he had turned into a bubble, and the Wind Crystal broke, giving us our first shards of crystal and also our first job classes, similar to the way they did in Final Fantasy III. Crystal's breaking. I mean, like, it's really a shame that they're always, like, cataclysmic events, because for the players, they're always, like, really positive things. Like, I want to save the world, sure, but I also, like, want the crystal to break because I want cool jobs, you know? So, let's see. I'm not really actually sure what we're doing right now. Maybe going back to the pirate stronghold? I don't remember. I think this game wants you to buy spells also. I'm not 100% sure how the magic system works. Well, that's weird. I've never actually seen that bit of dialogue before. Huh. Because looking at them, they obviously don't have any magic right now. I don't know if it's going to make us individually buy spells for people like previous Final Fantasy games, or if it'll just be like, buy it once and always have it, which is the system that I prefer. But I know that, you know, Final Fantasy is fond of making you rebuy spells, which is frustrating. Okay. No? Maybe I can talk to some pirates. Oh. Wait. Oh, that was just the way out. Ah. Steel bats, no one cares. What do pirates have to say? Hey, dude. What? This must all be added content, because I definitely don't remember any of this in when I played. Either that or I just didn't ever come back here, so I never thought to follow up on it, but ether, tent, and gill, all useful things. Don't eat my Kokobo. That's so weird. Old man. Who is that old man? Is he a pirate? He doesn't look like a pirate. Oh, he's a pirate doctor, I guess. Okay. I guess that's what we're doing. Huh. I guess I always assumed that Boko died, which I guess is a much more, like, tragic fate. But do I have somebody that's a thief? Yes, okay. So let's look at abilities real quick. So Golf, nobody's learned any abilities. Bartz will naturally guard with a shield if he has a shield equipped. That's his job command as a knight. Golf can steal, obviously a pretty par for the course thief ability. Lenna and Ferris both get access to black magic and white magic, respectively, which is pretty typical of their job classes as well. Later, we'll get probably one of the more useful abilities. Cool. Okay, well, I guess not much is going on here. Golly, I wish I knew where I was supposed to be going. Maybe if I talked to some of the scholars in the Wind Shrine, they would say something. But he'll get the ability to reveal secret passages in the geometry, which I think is incredibly helpful. We know a couple of tricks. So he got cover, so he'll naturally jump in front of weak enemies and block lethal blows. They get black level 1 and 2, or 1 and then white 1. He gets find passages. So the way this works is you have your main job command, and then you have a secondary command that can be pulled from any job. So we'll give him cover, which makes sense. They both have access naturally to their magical abilities, so there's not much point in equipping that ability for them. Yeah. And then golf will find passages. Cool. Take hits for allies who cannot protect themselves. Yeah. Okay, yeah, maybe one of the scholar guys will give me a clue. This is all helpful. Little pseudo grinding anyway. At some point, we will get a red mage class, which is nice, but, and I think their job abilities that they learn is kind of similar to the way red mages work in Bravely Default, is, I think, and I could be wrong, is they'll get like black and white magic level 1, and then 2, and then maybe 3, which is cool, because that sort of negates the necessity of having to level both magic user abilities. Do we get a map? No. I hope we get a map later. We don't have a weird map item, do we? No, we have like no items. Okay, cool. So yeah. Let's talk to some of these guys and see what they say. Like, oh, the other crystal. Yeah, no, it's not going to be. Okay. Waltz and Karnacht. That tells us that there are other towns with them, but not where those towns are, which is frustrating. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. Is we're just gonna sail until we see something that resembles a pretty open patch of land, and then we're gonna land on it and see what happens. Ah, for instance, this town. Hello, town. This is the town of Tule, or perhaps Tule. Oh yeah, the pirates want some grog. Go grog it up. Get groggy. Oh, also, it was hinted in the last episode that there's a connection between Ferris and Lenna. Great snakes! I wonder, you know, now thinking back on it, I wonder if that's supposed to be like kind of a joking reference to Final Fantasy 1, if you remember in Final Fantasy 1. Okay, so nothing cool there. When you come into the first, the town that you get the city, or the ship from, that I don't remember the name of, but it's the second town that you get into from the main castle town area. It's overrun by pirates, and you have to kill the pirates in order to get the ship. I wonder if that's kind of like, haha, now you are the pirates. Maybe not. Maybe it's just coincidence. Or it could be part of that weird, like, reiterative way that Final Fantasies are designed for 2 years. Okay, so we can give Ferris her hat when she gets back. Magic. Okay, so there are magic shops. Ooh, nice. Okay, so this, and this. And then everybody has them? Cool. Awesome. That's what I like. Alright. Well, we should probably, next battle we get into, check out, or actually next time we're fighting a boss, to be specific, check out Libra and see if it fails on bosses. That's still so, like, baffling to me why they would have designed the Final Fantasy IV that way and then kept it in the remake. I have absolutely no understanding of why that would be the case. Oh, is it a dancing sequence? Yes! Final Fantasy, man. The Super Nintendo games specifically are like so into dancing sequences. It's just goofy. Woo! I don't think that actually does anything. I've never put in any effort into figuring it out, but I don't think it does. Let's go check on Ferris. That's really funny. So apparently Ferris is a, pretty attractive looking man, which is pretty obvious from their portrait. Oh no! Even the captain, or even the pirates, think that the captain's hot. Ouch. You say, old man. Okay, so Ferris is asleep. No. Although we will want to go there anyway, because I think they give you some free... Oh. Just joking. Just joking, I'm a newbie. Yeah. They give you some free items. See, this is what we were talking about. The reveal passage ability makes visible secret areas in the geometry. They turn into that sort of weird static-y texture. Yay, free items. Yay, free experience. And leather shoes, alright. Yeah, totally need that. Sure. Okay. They're just gonna tell you some random abilities. Oh, you have to be a thief to sprint. That's weird. Oh, and yeah, let's look at blue magic and see how this works. You have to be hit by the attack. Okay. Huh. That seems a little bit too tricky to rely on. I know, again, I talked about it a little bit in the initial episode, but I've always found blue magic a little bit too fiddly to really be reliably useful. Now, eastward, you'll get the Kingdom of Waltz. Oh, okay. Let's go to Zock's house. This random character we've never interfaced with before. Oh, maybe he has the key to the canal. I think that's the case. Ooh. I really, you have to give them props. These character sprites are pretty basic, but they still do a really great job of making them expressive, and I really appreciate about this game. And they'll continue to perfect it in like 6, and then 7 is going to take a big step backwards in the sense that their character sprites are really, since it's moved up to 3D, like really basic. Although I would say that I would argue that they have at least as much expression as they do in these earlier games, except it's more gesticulation than facial expression, which is fine. What? You lost the key to the canal? Dude. Oh, well, I guess. Hooray! Just gonna go outside really quick. Nothing like a little bit of night air, I guess. What? Oh, right. Flashback. Never tell Bart's about the crystals. I mean, isn't he gonna know anyway? It seems like they're common knowledge. Creepy old man in our room. Oh, poor guy. Aww. Thanks, old man. Let's go. It's weird that they don't even like broach the topic that he suddenly had the key now when he didn't have it before, but yeah, whatever. Oh no, what? Yay, Ferris is becoming our party member. Right. Aww. I guess nobody did tell him about the crystals. We gotta protect the crystals. Nope. It is interesting that his face sprite shows him as having white hair, while his actual character sprite shows him as having orange hair. And Ferris's hair, and it could just be my eyes, looks a little brown, or like a really light blonde, when obviously she's supposed to have the same hair color as Lenna. Or similar hair color. I feel it in my bones. Well, yeah, we don't have anything better. The crystal shards. Even her hair color isn't the same as her sprite. That's really weird. We got us some crystals to save. Woo-ha! Oh, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? That looks dangerous, dude. Alright, let's go through a canal. Let's do it. Wherever it is. Oops. Oh, okay. There it is. Canal time. Let's go ahead and save the game. Oh, can't save on the world map. JK. Or maybe just not in the boat. Strange that the way that you unlock the canal by walking up on the ship like that, but oh well. Don't worry about it, I just have the key. Nobody questions him. Okay. Sucker and an Octran. Oh right, we were gonna test out that's probably gonna okay. We're gonna test out Libra and see how this looks. Oh wow, that was a really strong hit. Gives us a level, a hit point total, which I assume means that he's not weak to anything. Let's peek in our bestiary really quick. Why? Oh, wow. They're all the way down here. So, steals nothing, drops a potion. No weaknesses. No immunities, no absorptions. Cool. Okay. So that all seems to fit. That magic spell he shot was pretty powerful, but that's okay. Yay, a potion. Oh shit, whirlpool. It looks like a whirlpool. The sealed monster? What the heck is she talking about? Thundering typhoons! Uh-oh. This doesn't look good. Something's coming. Another boss battle, perhaps? The Carlabos. I definitely want to... Oh. Uh-oh. My guess is it's probably weak against thunder. Let's try liberating you. Oh, thank Christ. Good. Vulnerable to lightning. Okay. Cool. That fits. Jeez. That's some strong attacks, buddy. Stole the potion. That's not nothing. It's kind of nothing. This guy isn't so bad. And I'm able to mete out pretty massive damage with Ferris, so... Nice. Ooh, a tent. Nice. If that was the sealed monster, then boy, am I pretty disappointed in the sealed monster. Oh no! Aww. They're like BFFs. Oh, poor dragon. Aww. That's super sad. Poor dragon. What's these? This is actually one of my favorite sections in the game because it does a really cool thing with the boss that we'll talk about when we get there, but I really like the way that it articulates. A nest for the undead? Oh no. Okay. I think you can rest in the cabin if you want. Yeah. Cool. Golf gets the bed and everybody just falls asleep on a stool, I guess. That's the way that works. Let's see. This is a pretty short area if I remember correctly. I don't want to drag this episode out too long, but... let's test a couple of things. So, first thing I want to see is we have undead damage here with curing. Nice. So that's cool. And then I guess we can just look at the bestiary info. I wonder if that'll flag him as undead. Could drop a dagger. Weak against fire and holy. Flags as type undead. So either that cure spell counts as like holy damage, or since he's flagged as undead, he takes physical damage from being healed. But that's cool to know, and that'll mean anything we come across, I think, in the future that has that undead type should take damage from healing spells. I don't know if that means they're killed with life or phoenix downs, but those are still kind of a precious commodity at this point, so I don't want to feel like I'm wasting them, especially because I'm not sure when the next town will come up. These guys aren't so bad, though. Even without my casters casting. Okay, so first things first. You just got white magic level 2. Okay, cool. So what we're going to do, and I'm going to kind of continuously do this until we get better caster jobs. I'm going to switch her over to black mage with white mage abilities. Sure. And then we're going to switch Ferris over to white mage. Oh wait, no, I should... well, I guess it doesn't matter because I don't have anything above first level spells anyway. And then we'll switch her over to... There we go. Cool. White mage with black mage abilities. So I'm effectively creating red mages anyway. But that'll just make them slightly more versatile. I feel like this golem is weak against magic. Yeah, that's probably a good guess. Feel like this thing is weak against thunder? Probably. Hard to say. Nice. Oh. This room is somehow not submerged, which I guess is nice. Phoenix down, cool. And we have whole party casting available to us, which is nice. Cool. That's... I never noticed that his name is Undead Husk. That's really strange. That's not what I would describe that creature as, but... I wonder if that's a weird translation thing. Undead Husk sounds like it should be a zombie. That thing looks more like a golem. Potion. Oh. Can I just fall down a hole? Well, that's weird. That's not an exit, okay. Ah. Oh, whoa, an elixir. Holy moly. That's incredible. Yow, there's a fish in my swords. She's gonna go change her clothes. Change them into what? So there's a big reveal for Ferris, and we're getting into it right now. We'll talk about this after we get through this dramatic part. Shiver your timbers, but good. So Ferris is a girl, which is obviously why she was afraid of getting into the water earlier, why Golf and Bart's freaked out when they looked at her sleeping. And that reveal has never, ever made an effect on me. And I've always wondered, so it's been, I mean, since I first experienced Final Fantasy V, it's been a very, very long time. And I don't even remember if I had that spoiled for me initially, or... That's nice. And I don't even remember if I had that revealed or if it was spoiled for me. Save point. So it would be really interesting to see somebody else experience that and see what they thought of it. Because I can't ever approach this game and not know that Ferris is a girl already, starting out. But obviously the game wants you to think that they're a boy, because all of the characters treat them like a boy. Which, I mean, like, that's a pretty cool idea. This is the first time that something like that, and actually maybe the first time that it'll ever happen in a Final Fantasy game, which is honestly kind of a shame. because it's not a thing you see happening in games very often. And you know, I mean, I think it's kind of a cool reveal, and it lends characterization to the characters. You know, now we know a little bit more about Ferris because we know about this, like her obligation to hide her gender, and like, you know, her backstory with the pirates. Like that's all characterizations that happened for free. They didn't really have to do anything for it, and now I understand that character a little bit more. I don't remember if this is the right way to go or not. Oh, hey! This is where you get the world map. That's cool. I don't remember that. But that's certainly neat. Antidote, which is fine, even though we haven't run into any poison enemies yet. That's kind of nice. Antidote, and also we have Poisona and a Phoenix down. You know... Oh, a Mind Flusher. That's kind of a cool sprite. That looks a lot like a Final Fantasy VI sprite to me. It seems a little bit smoother and more detailed. That's kind of interesting. Final Fantasy VI has I think, a pretty distinct way that their sprites are designed. That we'll probably notice once we get there. We can probably jump over here. Looks like nothing, maybe? Okay. I mean, because, like, this game has nice enemy sprites, but they're still a little bit jagged. And I feel like, in general, the sprites in Final Fantasy VI are a lot smoother. You know, maybe what I should do, just to keep... Oop, a dagger. Just to keep golf a little bit more versatile. Okay, dagger is more attack. Is maybe what I should do is switch him to a monk, like his freelancer architect type was. We probably won't need flee that much, but find passages is always going to be a helpful ability, so we can do that, and we'll see what he's like. That might be useful. That's the treasure chest that desubmerges the ship. Cool. I think ghost ships in general are a really cool idea, and I think they're... Even though they're kind of a trope, a pretty big trope at this point, I always appreciate ghost ships when they show up. And it ain't COD. You'll notice in the background it's kind of like a foreboding variation of the main theme for this game. siren. Fat chance, Missy. Let's do this. Ooh, haste. That's nasty. No damage. Wow. Okay. Seems like she takes physical damage, okay? Whoa, 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 golf. Boy, howdy. Did she just cast Libra on me? That's funny. 900 health, no weaknesses. Okay. Oh, stop it. Oh, right. Okay. So it's going to take less damage, but what it's wanting me to do is cast spells on it. So it'll be vulnerable. Venomous Clasp. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, I probably should have used Oh, that's another good thing to remember is we can change weapons mid-battle in this game. And we might even have some used item abilities in this one, too. Ouch! Holy moly. Oh wow, that's not very much. I probably should have had him guard. Ow! Crap. That's only slightly better than a potion, but oh well. Okay, she's switching back to human, which means I can go back to... Oh yeah, nice. Oh, bronze armor. Thank you. I'm doing nothing of the sort. So, I think the idea of using fixtures from characters' pasts in that fashion is incredible. It's a really good narrative device, and it works to less effect here because we already have a pretty solid idea about a lot of our characters, except for it hints once again at a connection between Ferris and Lenna, and then sort of hints at a character from Golf's past, which we don't really know anything about, which I think is kind of cool. To kind of give you a little smidgen of that sort of a tantalizing hook before we're actually revealed anything significant. I think that's super cool. I really like the way that articulates. And then, the boss fight itself is pretty good too. It's pretty simple. Once you understand what's going on, you got it, And I could see it being a little bit more difficult for someone who isn't as familiar with, the way that those sort of elemental and character type archetypes pan out. Like, if you didn't understand why it was significant that she was turning into a zombie, then I could see that being a little bit more difficult. Although I bet, and I didn't do it because obviously I know how it works, but I bet you could have Libra her again and seen that she changes weak points. Also, first of all, I'm not familiar with this song, which makes me kind of suspicious that it was made specifically for the GBA version, but it reminds me a lot of the music in, and I'm going to botch this name, and nobody's going to care because, well, nobody watches these but me, but in this Suikoden series, which I understand is pronounced Suikoden, but I'm an old person and don't want to change the way that I pronounce things. Sounds a lot like one of those compositions. Oh, I didn't actually end up getting that bronze cuirass. Copper cuirass? But I'd be curious to go back and check through the soundtrack to see what this song sounds like, or if this song even exists. Okay, so we got all of those. Oh, do we have sleep? Will it stop me from... Okay, cool. So, new spell is sleep, and then protect, and silence. All of these are pretty useful. Will it show me what level spells are? No, it doesn't. That's a little unfortunate. So unfortunately, we don't really know that, but I think both Ferris and Lenna are on their way to being able to cross-cast. Basically, what I'll have them do is swap off jobs until we get something like a Time Mage or a Summoner or something that's going to... see how useful this is? This is so cool. That's going to sort of focus them a little bit more. Okay. A meteor near Tycoon, huh? That sounds like a hint if I've ever heard one. Okay, so that's all cool. Hey, dude. Oh. There ain't no ships sailing. Oh, gosh. Hello. Way to be a dick, Golf. I mean, we haven't run into a Sid or an airship yet, so this seems as good a time as any to reveal those. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and stop here. Next time we will adventure around and hopefully find ourselves a water crystal. And some more jobs. Or something. Thanks for joining me. As always, next time, hope to see you again.